There we go. Uh, just a second. All right. Sorry, I am so late. It's because I fell asleep in my chair after eating lunch today. So I guess I'll only have a couple of hours here editing, doing some editing today. Um, yeah, let's meet that. Alrighty. I guess turn on my desktop audio just in case we go through this. Now it looks like um, okay. Let's switch to desktop, and now we're in Blender video sequence editor, and I have my headphones on. All right. So not really sure how much longer I'll be doing these edit streams. Kind of depends on if I get any feedback at all. But this is actually update number 8, and this is from December 23rd to the 27th. So it's like the Monday. I think it's the Monday before Christmas, and then it's the Friday after Christmas. Pardon me. And I've got about 4 hours of footage here. Obviously, I'm not going to be spending that much time doing footage. And it looks like, was that here? That wasn't really here, was it? It's only about, okay, it's about there's about 5 minutes of me just reading off stuff, notes I'm putting in or whatever, before I realize I need to turn on the, or realize I need to like show desktop or something. And so I'm thinking, I'm gonna be yawning for a little while, but I'm thinking still haven't got the hang of this stupid preview proxy thing. See, it says 100%. It doesn't say 50%. I had it on 50%. I had 100% off. I rebuild. I had all of these selected, all three of these selected actually, and clicked rebuild proxy and time code indices, and it still can't use 50% stupid uh, preview. 50% proxy in the preview. I don't know why it doesn't seem to work, but it doesn't seem to work. Very strange. But that's okay. The once I do actually do have proxy, so because apparently it does still have a full time proxy here, but yeah. What I think I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I could just do a thing where I cram the whole thing and do a speed control and then I do a voiceover. But I was thinking I'm not really doing that much in here, and I don't really need to like pull out certain things from it. This, or at least not in this first part. This last, like I don't know, it's like an hour or something, almost an hour over here has me actually in Redot, and I'm making rooms and whatever. So that might require some serious editing. The rest of this is just my story notes, and then there's some break time, and then so I was just thinking that what I do is I just cut like every so often until and I'd make sure that I only had, so this is about Since I still want to keep around to my like 8 minute like total. I mean, it doesn't have to exactly be 8 minutes, but to keep around that, I'm gonna give about 2 minutes per hour. So right about here is the hour mark, and but that, of course that's really after I like removed a few things. So okay, so if you see here, okay, so there's some point where I'm looking up stuff on like plot points and stuff, and there's a couple of spots that I kind of want to take out before actually um, doing the edit on this part. Okay, so since this is 3 hours, this is gonna be about 6 minutes is what I'm gonna do, and I'm figuring somewhere around like I said, 2 minutes per hour or a minute per like half hour, I guess. Um, and I just like select segments that are about that long per each deal, and then um I'd sort of do a thing where I kind of fade them one into each other approximately, and then just to kind of show like time passing kind of thing, really. And then I'll decide what to do about the last segment. I don't even think even if I had my full 4 hours, I'd get this completely done today. It'd be nice if I could just get one done during today. Um, but these are big chunks like before, so for some reason I wasn't really. I did save them in pieces, but only like 3 pieces, I think. And this is, let's see, this is the 27th. This is the 27th, and then this is the 23rd. So yeah, that's kind of interesting. Okay, so I guess what I want to do here is I'm just going to where I'm going to start to cut is right about, we'll say about here. I don't even care that much because uh like I said, when I get to actually the editing part, okay, let's delete that. Uh and I'm just gonna run this through real quick. I'm not even really gonna listen to it. Um although this part where I'm close up, it's probably, let's see. And we go backwards. Actually, I don't know. 1632, 1548. Uh, let's speed it up here. Actually, let's just hit it. Oh, and so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'll remove the gaps when I'm done here. But let's see where. Hmm, this one might be a little bit easier than I thought here. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Oh, that's cool. That's my break. Okay. So I don't have a lot to deal with here anyways. Let's jump it back up a little bit. And okay, right there. And we're gonna see right where I switch. I think. No. $46, $38. All right, let's. I guess I'll hit play here. I need to get ready to go. Blah blah blah, etc. and so forth. So yeah. So I guess. All right, let's. Come on. Oh, right there. So forth. Right there. All right, let's see if we can kind of do this kind of the same thing up here. I mean, we can. There's a spot here. That's about. Let's see. What am I doing here? And they're usually a kind of a turning point. Now, let's see something here. Okay, so in here I'm actually doing a little bit of typing. Here, I'm still kind of doing some editing, a little, not really typing. Looks like I'm explaining. Here, let's see if there's any actually typing in here. Uh, it looks like I'm just reading stuff. Okay, so right there. Okay. Let's see something here at some point. Okay, so basically, I guess I'm not wasting time, but I'm kind of wasting time, I guess, because I'm trying to get to a point of where I'm trying to decide. Okay, so now I've decided that this is I'm just like coming up with stuff here before I decide to maybe I should write this. Gato and something. Just use. Go ahead and I was going to go ahead and rewrite the station, but I guess I like woman. Okay, let's just pause it here. Let's just go ahead and K and delete. I'm not that afraid anymore of like totally like deleting tons of stuff. So let's do that. And let's see how far we are here. See, that's not even an hour. And of course, this is only yeah. That is still about an hour there. The rest of the stuff is about an hour. I don't know if I should do maybe even do the same thing over here. Okay, looks like when I'm about ready to finish stuff up here in the hat room, which is kind of weird, but there we go. Halfway house. Okay. Thing here, delete. Thing here, do this here. Is of the lands, if you have it on your person, and it'll also allow you to open. Let's go back to this. To do is okay. So date and roll. We're on right. The puzzle is to and is in the hats in the middle of the north wall are what appear to be handles. He pulls the handles forward and pushes them to the side to reveal a large. Okay, so I'm testing here. inside even more head pieces. On the stand in the middle of the closet, several dozen hair pieces. And there's another mirror, this time on the right wall of the closet. After examining the closet, he closes it, and then he looks at the right wall of the hat room, which has more shelves and more hats, and the door in the center. Thing here, delete. Thing here, delete. So save. And let's run through this thing again real quick, and I don't have to read it. I'll just do this here. Okay, visit Hubert's abode, visit the hat room, go back to the foyer, visit that allows him to go in the hat room, which is kind of weird, but there we go. Halfway house. Okay. Thing here, delete. Okay, so I'm still filling in stuff. I'll save. And let's run through this thing again real quick, and I don't have to read it. I'll just do this here. Okay, visit Hubert's abode, visit the hat room, go back to the foyer, visit the hat room. Yeah, I'm just, I'm not even gonna do stuff here. Alrighty. So, okay, so that's fine right about there. Okay, delete. Okay, that's actually an hour and a half. That's actually not too shabby. Now, I got out a bunch of stuff, and I still want to get extracted by 8 minutes out of this. Let's see something here. An hour and a half, approximately 90 minutes. Could probably do about 6 minutes. I don't have to do 9 minutes. So for every 10 minutes, I get a minute out of 10. That doesn't sound like too bad. I'll just kind of do it kind of like regularly too, I think. So, let me think how I want to do this. I might put these strips in line so that then when I cut, I can cut at, well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe what I should do, and it'll take a little tedious, but not real bad tedious, is I should line them up, and then I should count off every 10 minutes approximately, and put 10-minute segments on alternating channels. That way, in fact, I can even see something here. Page down, down. Okay. That's at 25. That's not at 20. So that's actually going to span to clips, you might say. I wonder if I can join 2 clips in Blender VSE. Hey, let's try something here. Let's save this first, and then let's go ahead and just drag this down. That. Now, okay, let's do that. Can I join them as though they were one clip? No, not really, huh? Strip. Duplicate, delete, add modifier, movie strip. No, I guess not. All right. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna jump it every 10 minutes here. I'm gonna expand this out just a little bit. Make it a little bit easier. Okay. So let's do the thing. Okay, so Yeah, let's see something here. Let's not worry about it. Let's leave that cut there. That's fine. We're gonna go to 20. You know what? And I shouldn't even care about exactly where the cuts are. Let's do this. Let's do K. Let's pop this up, that. All right, so page down, 1026, 2018. Okay, and then this is 2530, and then we're gonna go all the way up to 30. Here, 3049. It doesn't really matter. I'm kind of doing it sort of semi-arbitrary. So cut that. Okay. Then let's go over to 40 minutes. I'm doing this not because these are going to be the actual cuts left in. I'm doing this to choose my like 1 minute from basically. And you know, I might do let's see. Well, actually, if we had 9 spots and they had 10 seconds, that's 90 seconds approximately. That means it'll be about 8 minutes. So I think a minute apiece is still about correct. I think. Okay. Let's see. Where's this at? There, 49. And then down here would be 30. Okay. We'll put this here about like so. Okay. Actually, this needs to go up. And then there's that. And this should go up. Now here we still have 52. Yeah. It's 10. It's 20. It's 30. Approximately 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Okay, so all of this is doesn't matter as much because all of this is just I'm just going to take just random selections about a minute apiece there, and then I'm going to kind of overlap them a little bit so I can do a little crossfade, which in which case I'll also have to like remove the audio. Um, I'll remove the audio after I cut out my minute clips. This is going to be a little bit different. I don't know how much I need to actually do on here. I don't want to spend hours and hours going through this so I can just pull the perfect thing out. I'm trying to show an update. I'm just trying to show what I was trying what I'm like trying to accomplish. Um um what I was trying to accomplish on these couple of days. And that is my inputting of my notes in here, coming up with either at this point I might not actually be writing old notes. I might be actually coming up with my notes at this point. Actually writing new notes essentially. And then this other thing part is let's check something out. What am I looking for? Okay, dev stuff, Blender projects, library, source video, 23rd and 27th. Okay, this one I want to open with VSE. Any progress here? Okay, so hold on a sec. Let me his speed problem is half of his magic doesn't work, or what's going on. And but that you don't need to be able to cast a spell. Pardon me. You don't need to be able to cast a spell to actually go into a different realm. You just need the Quicksilver. And I guess to see. So where am I? Please say the words. Please take me. Now I don't know how to logically work this because Quicksilver is only for enchanted lands. So I have a feeling that this wouldn't take you anywhere else but that. So that's what keyword needs to do, right? So let me look here. Smart way. There's the spells here, and then there's the hat room, and then there's the study. And let's think. The hat system is going to be a separate deal for different spells. So and here I'm just explaining stuff. So let's go to spells with them and do notes in a certain order, certain tune that would do different spells, and you can come up with spells by coming up with the notes in the right order. And I was thinking, you know what? We'll do that. We'll do that with hats. So I'll have a bunch of hats stacked around his head to be able to do various spells. Maybe he should be able to go any via to. I'm not going to describe a lot of hats in here because I'll have to think up hats, the types of hats, and when there's new choose your event based on what you anything you wear in your head. So you take them off. Okay, so most of them are really silly. So you take them off. Okay. Okay. Here you said a multitude of hats. So let's okay. Let's do. We're at about 7 minutes, so I can actually cut off about this. Let's see. Okay, so if this is all right, let me hit play on here. Then he should be able to go anywhere in Enchanted Lands on him. Could be a hat. It could be sewn in the lining of his coat. Let's go to the hat room. And what do I have? Here you see a multitude of hats. You try some on. And notice that some of them are really silly. So you take them off and then wait. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I sound drunk for some reason. I'm not going to describe a lot of hats in here because I'll have to think up hats, the types of hats, and then I'll have to come up with a spell system. In other words, when there's new spells and you need a hat, and I might make it if you're playing Hubert during the game. I'm talking about the end result, not this. There'll be hats throughout the kingdom, like everybody to take it. Anyways, so you take them off. Okay. And okay, so let's just do it about there. Go ahead and hit K. Go ahead and delete this, I guess, and back arrow and backspace. It's already getting shorter. No, just kidding. Let's see something here. I guess I kind of do the same thing over here. Okay, so it's 58. So it's like almost 9 minutes, or about approximately 8 minutes before I actually. Yeah, see, my nose just bothers me all the time especially when I'm talking here on the stupid thing. Maybe it's partly to do with sleep. Maybe it's just allergies, or I've got some allergies, so doesn't bother me normally any other time. I go sit in the living room and watch TV or something, and it's fine. But once I get in here and I'm right in front of the camera and I'm trying to do something, my nose wants to bug me again. Anyways, I don't really understand how come I'm actually taking that long to type in stuff, though. But it does. Okay. Okay, why don't I just do the same thing here? Right about here. Go ahead and hit K. And then this we're gonna bring back down here. And let's see what I'm doing here. Oh heck, let's just do what I'm doing through the whole thing. There'll be a bunch of fades. I was thinking about doing some labels, like I'd have some labels in between. Well, yeah. Do I want to do the label thing? Um, maybe, hmm. Maybe I just put like a text label overlay just over, the each, like, 6-minute segment or something. I don't know, something like that. We'll see. Just go ahead and, all right, let's page down. Okay, 59, and let's go back to 110 here. Something like that. Okay. And then this is like 20, right? So this is about 10 minutes also. I mean, that's cool. I think what I want to do here is let's go up to where I decided to start playing them. Here. Back it up here. Actually, his house. So let's go and put halfway house like that. Save it. Okay. And so we have about, well, okay, we have about 5 minutes left, huh, in the thing here. Hmm. Well, let's just do one thing here. While in the castle one day, that is the administration castle where Channel Lands run, he overheard a familiar female voice speaking to some other male regarding buying up lands. When he went to the king about it, the king simply dismissed it. But they're all clear. But halfway, there's to be almost like a design of study. To the right, he sees what looks like a or the hat room. Feeling the quotes, and then one, and it always looks. And now let's go. Here you are, the gigantic hat room. Hit one. Go back to the foyer. Okay. Here you are, the gigantic hat room on the. Here's the left wall. The wall or what appeared to be hand wall of the closet. Looks at the right wall. Let's go back to the hat room. Yes, because I didn't fix the choices in the hat room, which is kind of weird, but there we go. Halfway. Looks like I cut off the super N here where delete, I retest it, right? Delete. Go save. And let's run through this thing again real quick. And I don't have to read it. I'll just do this here. Okay. Visit Hubert's abode. Visit the hat room. Go back to the foyer. Visit the hat room. 0 to quit. And Bob Jones. All right, so I can actually back this up to about, oh, here, we'll back it up to there when I close it. Close. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go ahead and hit K, delete. There we go. Then let's go down here. So, okay. Study Hat Room Book of Spells, that's already in there. Start here is going to be this one. And wait a second. We want it to be about 103. And something like that. Okay. Delete, and let's delete that. See, all I'm doing is I'm putting about approximately a minute. It kind of depends. It doesn't matter. I'm not being that strict about it. And let's see, let's pick another minute out of here. It almost doesn't matter where I pick the minute out. Okay, fine. Let's just do 50. Something like that. And right there, we do okay. This will delete that. Because really all I'm doing here is I'm just picking out a minute, and it almost doesn't matter what minute it is, just as long as I'm actually doing something. So I could start with, let's start on the nose here, 4205, which is fine. We're going to say K, then we're going to give it to 43 something. Something like that. This we're going to delete, and this we're going to delete. I'm going to try to do some like crossfades, and then and they should be fine, I think. Hmm. Okay, let's go over here. Okay, we'll do it right here. And we'll do it about something like that. Okay, let's just, okay. Let's delete that. Delete this one. Into here. And here, let's just, here, 25, 20, almost 27. Something like that. Okay. And this one we delete. This one we can delete. Let's go here. I almost don't need to do any of this here. Okay, so maybe let's get, okay, so maybe let's just go to about, I don't know, 12 here or something. Almost doesn't matter. Wait. Maybe it does matter. Play. There we go. Good storage, good. Adventure begins. Let's go down again. I think I originally had this idea where John was going to be bridge by Wizarding. Asks his old friend the Count for help. Gerf had the force with Hubert. After some, I'm doing nothing but explaining here. I'm just going to cut it probably. My head here. Actually, look at his training schools. Okay, got it. This is an idea I had earlier ago though, but here come waiting early, and that's okay. But that's not what I'm in. Okay, let's just go ahead and delete that then. Don't need all that extra stuff. I mean, I might even, okay. All right, we're gonna start here. We're gonna go to at least 230. That's fine. Gonna hit play. Then return to Enchanted Lands. Okay. Now there's a thing in here, and one of it is what the heck, right? What the heck? Okay, delete that, delete. Okay, so why is all right? To backspace. Even though that's muted, it's still using that. Okay. It's actually quite all right. That's weird. Doesn't allow me to page up. Okay, it doesn't really matter that much, but all right. Okay, so let's do a quick here, let's do a quick kind of rundown here. Let's unmute. Go ahead and unmute that too. Okay. I'm just gonna play it and just see how choppy it looks without any like fades or anything. So, okay, so here we go. And that's just a few seconds for a minute, or a few seconds there. John finally did come into the store. John finally did come in the store. Bought his wonky bar and left. And then opened it as he was walking away. Hubert then returned to. Even this is kind of boring. Lands. Okay. Now there's a thing in here, and one of it is. Okay, I'll just go ahead and I was gonna go ahead and rewrite the I was going to rewrite the conversation, but I guess I like this conversation. Okay, I don't need to use the old one. Maybe it's not really. And so instead of just straight up let's see. John then relates all. See that now? There's a thing I can do right there, and that is I can go ahead and cut that out too. And let's just go there, backspace like I do. And then this time what I can do here, or actually, let's do move that up here, move that down here, this one up here, this one down here, this one up here, and then this one down here. Okay. In fact, I might do some trimming. Let's see. What time is it? Okay, it's almost 3 o'clock. How long have I been streaming? An hour, which is my fault. But I am going to do I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee, and I'll be back. I think I'll be able to get this done today. I won't be rendering it out till like tomorrow or something, or maybe I don't know, later on tonight if we still have daylight. Try to keep my renders in the day, maybe in the mornings because I'm not on in the mornings. But it looks like I should be able to get everything in here done. And I still wonder about if I should put music or something in here. Like I got music in like the very first update when I posted, and now I'm hearing things about like if you're using something that is AI and it sounds like something else, somebody can like copyright claim your stuff. I don't know. Is a weird thing. A video that I watched, in that even the person that actually made it, not that they made it, but that they used AI to make something, like they could get claimed on their own music. And so now I'm just wondering, can I, even if I have a license from somebody that says that I'm freely able to use this media in my stuff, will I get tagged at some point because they got tagged for, when somebody does this weird content registration ID thing or whatever, and So somebody claims copyright on somebody else's deal that they used AI on, and I don't know, it's weird stuff. So I'm still iffy about whether or not I'm gonna put some music or anything in here. Um, but I'll keep it in mind though. Um, these initial ones are going to be kind of boring anyways. There'll still be updates, like you'll still be able to see progress with them, but uh, they'll still be kind of boring at first. Until I get to the my newer recordings, which have that are just little short blurbs, and then I can actually do some regular real editing with that. You know, I can do transitions and titles, and I can put in funny images and whatever. Maybe even a script talking about it. I don't know. It kind of depends on how those clips turned out. I didn't really look at those clips, after I made them. So, and that's around update 13, I think. So, still got a few more updates of just this regular stuff, regular editing I have to do before I'm actually doing that. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take my break now and grab me some coffee, and then I'll be back in about 15 minutes, and hopefully I'll be able to knock this update out today. Thanks for watching or listening so far, and I'll be back soon. 15 minutes or so. Okay, mic off. So, webcam, here I am. I'm back. And let's just go ahead and switch to desktop. And back from a break. If anybody's still listening / watching, yeah. So, I'm going to continue listening. I think there might be some places I can just trim here too. So, let's see here. He was the princess from Burdens. I don't know if I do Burdens with A-N-C-E, Burdens. Maybe that's what it is. That she was a princess from Burdens, scheduled to make a speech at Princess Prep. First thing John does is find a way to get onto the school grounds. Oh, interesting. So this is actually part of the other video. By observing the guards and various knights and others. So let's do one thing here. Let's we're at 240. Okay. So let's just go ahead and delete that, and then backspace. Okay, and then page down, and then this way, going in and out, he devises his way in. And I know this isn't like good English or good writing or whatever, but that doesn't really matter because I'm not writing a book. And yeah, the other thing would be kind of helpful to me, but I don't know how helpful it would be to anybody else, is the whole speeding up thing. If you could speed up both audio and video at the same time, and where the audio maintained its pitch, like you do on YouTube, that'd be pretty helpful to me, because I'd make my thing just like I'm doing here, and then I'd speed it up by 1.5 times, so that it just feels snappier. You know, when I'm slow, it makes it peppier, and it'll make it a little bit quicker. But I can't really do that simply. I'd have to actually go into an external program, and I'd have to render it out and then go to external program and then re-render it sped up from some other program, or even use an FFmpeg itself, and I'd have to find a way of doing that. Anyways, okay, so my audio's going fine. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna hit play again. We'll straighten things out as I write them for the actual game. Two ways in to get the space after it. I'm not who are listening to this from finds out the guard at all on the bridges. Knights. Now, there's a little tricky bit in here, because I was just thinking it would be funny, and so these would be like they'd be girls that are nice, but their arm would be like pink and colors, and they would have something. See, I'm just explaining here, and that's not really relevant. Okay, so the whole thing's relevant. Like when I do the live stream, and I'm trying to show you my thought process, and well, I think this is funny, and blah 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 blah. That's all relevant to the live stream, right? And actually, it's kind of funny too, because I watch some other people's live streams. Usually developers I'm talking about, not other stuff. And they don't necessarily have a lot of talking. Like I jabber, right? Basically, I like blah 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 blah. And these other guys don't do that. They're not necessarily silent or quiet, and don't have no talking. They usually have talking throughout the deal. They go, okay, so let's try this, and then they do it, and then they look at it for a while, and then they play with it, and they go, okay, well that doesn't work. Let's do it this way, and and it's much more, much less talking, even if there's talking throughout. In other words, it's not boring, but they don't, you know, they don't jibber jabber like I do, basically. And what was I gonna say? I forget what I was gonna say. Anyways, I was just talking about that. That this talking is important for the live streams so that you can understand my thought processes, because that's the whole point. The whole point is to show you the thought process that I go through to actually come up with stuff, right? And not that I'm any, like, super storyteller or something like that. I'm just saying that was the purpose. Um, the purpose was to show people how you go about doing this, and it wasn't even. No, I don't mean even like in tutorial format. I'm not saying, okay, so this is what you do when you make a game. First, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do the pre-production and blah blah blah. I'm not like that. I'm showing you how I do it, how I come up with it. So that includes everything. It's just like, okay, so I need a way to do this and this and this, and then I rattle off my thoughts, basically. Which I think is, when people do that kind of thing, I think is kind of valuable, because it gives you an idea of kind of like where to go to next or whatever. And it's not a bite size like a tutorial. Like a tutorial shows you how to do a specific thing. Devlog is supposed to show you like progress and stuff, right? And so the dev stream shows you the progress, but it also shows you the thought process behind the progress, basically. Of course, my devlogs, which are basically the updates that I'm editing right now, are not going to be very good at first, because for one thing, I'm not taking as much time as I should. In fact, the times that I'm really satisfied with it is the times that I spend like forever, and I'm just editing little silences out and picking little things, and uh, um, those turn out really good. And I know that if I did that for all of them, it would be really good. But the problem is it takes a lot of time, which means it takes time away from making a game. That's why some people have editors, and of course I can't have an editor because I don't have any money to hire an editor. And even if I have an editor, I'd still have to find a way of preparing video clips for the editor to use, and not just to plop a bunch of junk in their lap. You know, I mean, you could pay somebody to do that, to go through hours and hours of footage, or I think the gaming streamers, like the Twitch streamers, when they have editors, what they do is they record moments that they think are cool. And actually, I watched one video where one guy was saying what he does is he has a it's like a device, it's like a USB device or whatever, and where you're streaming, and then it can record up to, like, I don't know, 10 seconds before you hit the button or something. It's like those cameras that have the thing where you can get ready, because basically what it does is it has a rolling loop where it continually records 30 seconds, like in a buffer, so that when you have it on, you click it, it can go back a few seconds and save that to disk, basically, and until you stop. And so I think he had this thing set up to where he could do that, and it essentially saves out, basically, like a few seconds before he actually pushed the button, which I thought is really kind of cool, because that means that they don't have to miss a really cool shot or something, or some really cool trick they did, or some secret they found, right? Because the moment's gone, or getting a kill shot and then saying some, talking some trash to somebody, because it's actually all recorded. Um, so I am kind of designing my future recordings for that sort of a thing. It's not a device or anything like that. It's just I'm recording short pieces. If I find something, if I'm working on something that looks like it'll be interesting to put into an update video, I'll probably record that shortly. As long as it's a finite thing that I know that I'm working on, that I know is going to work right away and isn't going to take too long. So that's what I'm doing. I'm basically doing doing the updates. I'm showing showing an update basically. Of course, like I said, the other thing is like the time lapse. I can do a time lapse style deal where all of my stuff are like time lapses. I don't know if OBS can do a time lapse or if you can find a plugin to do that, because that could also be an ideal thing where OBS is recording images every so often, and then I can combine it into a time lapse, and I could still do a voiceover, and that would require no editing, no extra rendering, because the pictures would already be created. And anywho, let's get back to it, I guess. Let's see. Part of their armor, stuff like that. Okay, let's do this. So let's go ahead and cut it there. Delete that. Back arrow, backspace, page down. Um, Wearing pastel colored armor. Okay. And gossiping. Okay, I'll bump that up a little bit. You see him. And a lot of these, maybe you'll actually go to these different clicks and or clicks, and information. Okay, possible information gathered. All right, so let's back this up here because I am going to do a little bit of editing here. They won't talk to you. You'll attempt to talk to them, and you won't be able to get information. Okay, possible. Okay, so we're going to do it right there. I'm going to do that. And I'm actually going to back this up. Again. Oh, wait, what the? All right. All right. Okay. Maybe they won't talk to you. You'll attempt to talk to them, and you won't be able to get information. Oh, good. Delete. Back arrow, backspace. This does kind of shorten it down, which is good. 3:38 to... That's still about 2 minutes. That's okay, honestly. It's now actually getting into... so you take them off. Okay, so... let's do something here. Actually training for real. And pause. There. Okay. Delete. Backspace. All right. So you take them off. Okay, so he tries them on in front of the mirror on the in here you said multiple in here. Okay, so we're gonna write a new description. We're gonna say hat room, the walls and walls on the left. Okay, so okay, let's save this. Study hat room, book of spells. That's already in there. Because we're gonna start in the middle. A minute. We are going to start. See here. Let's go back to the hat room. Yes. I don't have to read it. I'll just go back to the foyer. Visit the hat room. 0 to quit. And Bob jump. Alrighty. So. Alrighty. And Bob jump. I'm just gonna trim this little. All right. So you already got it down to 8 something, and now okay. So now it will be a little bit tricky. Not real tricky, but kind of tricky. So I have to disconnect everything so that I can separate the audio and the. So I can separate the audio and the video on separate tracks, on different tracks in the React. And then I can reconnect them afterwards. So basically, I do this. I say disconnect strips, so they're all disconnected. Then let's go ahead and let's add these. Oop. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to bump it up. All right. Now, see. Do this again. Shift, 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 shift. Okay, now let's take this, that, so, and then what I want to do is okay. Wait. Whoops. That. That. Okay, then the next thing I need to do is reconnect each individual strip so that audio and video are still connected. I think that's how I want to do it. So that way I can, so that way I can actually move them enough. In fact, it's kind of good that they got space in between them because the crossfade thing will be actually above, at least in the video. I'm not sure about the audio. But yeah. Okay. Something here. Play it on the bridges. Um, wearing pastel colored armor, and yeah, I can probably remove that little bit and, there. Gossiping. So it's always better to just to cut junk out. Just so I don't. Okay, possible information that John can gather. The purpose of separating each other to see any. Okay, so I don't. Okay, so I don't need these things here. Delete. Okay, now let's just go ahead and backspace to close the gaps. Can't close the gaps that way, huh? Oh, okay, I guess. Whatever. Should be able to backspace. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what I want to do here is I have to do these individually. So I do that. Connect strips. That. Connect strips. Select these. Connect strips. Control Alt C, huh? Control Alt C. Control Alt C. And that, and that. Control Alt C. Okay, that way, when I move that, I can move that like that. Okay. And then it's just a matter of I don't really know. 10 seconds, you think? 10 seconds? I think possibly 10 seconds. Here, let's do this. What do I want to do? Move it down. Down. Okay. Okay. So 10 is 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. 5-second fade, you think? Actually, I have a 1-second fade. Okay. Actually, what I need to do is I need to be able to cut. Wait a second. How come? Oh, weird. Okay, I guess I have to disconnect strips. Bring this. Oh, no, connect strips. I gotta bring this down here. For some reason, Okay, that's fine. All right. All I was just doing is just making sure that they're realigned together like they're supposed to be. And now what? Okay, so what I need to do here is I only need to do a few seconds. So it almost looks like what I'm gonna have to do. And maybe this is a occasion to open a new sequencer window so that I can have the zoomed out view and then the zoomed in view. Honestly, I've never done that with the sequencer before. Let's see, I forget how to do it. No, that's just that. Something like that. Okay. They're tinier, but that's kind of okay, right? Because this way I can select them, and then here I can zoom in if I want to, right? Something like that. That's kind of okay right now. I don't know exactly how to get rid of it when I'm done, but this will work. Okay, so that way I can do this, and then now I can zoom in as far as I want here. Let's go back. Let's do it by seconds, not by frames here. So we're just gonna move everything just over by, I don't know. Oh, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that. In fact, I don't even care how much. All I care here is here, over here. It's just because I'm going to do so many of them, I'm not going to really get that worried over not having the exact correct kind of thing. Let's, okay, 208, 207, approximately something like that. So let's just do this somewhere in there. Let's go over to here, right? And we're going to zoom in like that. And here we are going to go ahead and select these. That way I can move each up a little bit. Somewhere like that. I'm going to select these. We're going to do this. We're going to zoom in here. Again, okay. There. And then we'll make that 54, between 54 and 55, I think. 2.5 seconds or something like that. I'm not really that concerned, like I said. These are all got to overlap here. Okay, so same thing here. Around 18, something like that. And finally, do about the same thing here. Something like that. All right. So now they're all slightly overlapping. Okay. Now, let's see if I can do this correctly. Okay. So now I need to re-disconnect all the strips. Like so I can just worry about the video strips. Because the audio strips I'm going to do separately. Actually, let's see something here. Crossfade sounds. All right. Fade. Transition. I don't know what gamma cross is. What's gamma cross? Let's see if I can see it. Okay. We'll do this and this. We'll do a transition, gamma cross. Do this, and transition cross. This and this. Transition cross. This and this. Oh, this. Yeah. This and this. Transition, gamma cross. This and this. Gamma cross. Okay, so okay, the only ones I'm not going to actually cross, I'm not going to cross the title and the title and end cards because I have the crosses over here. I can just do the instant over there, so which is fine. Save this. And we're going to do the same things here, but we're just going to do crossfade sounds. Crossfade sounds. Crossfade sounds. Crossfade sounds. Crossfade sounds. I only need a quick example here. Let's see how it sounds and looks. 2 Enchanted Lands. Okay. Now there's a thing in here, and one of the John then relates all of the events that happened to him. Okay, that's good. I like that. That's good. Yeah, it'd be nice if I could do a speed up over the whole thing. To do that though, I'd have to do a to do that I would have to do it externally, I think. Because really all I'm trying to do is including the audio. So I'm trying to speed up everything a little bit. Okay, Control S. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's do something here. Let's take these. Your snap is on. Okay. Plus, and then let's here. Do it like that. Actually, let's make it go down one more. And one more. Right? And then this space like that. And it kind of looks like I am done with this now. Okay, so here's the hard part. How do I... Okay, there we go. I guess that works. And we can kind of shrink this down a little bit. Okay. So now the only thing I need to do, page down. Okay. The transition. Clear clips. Back up one. Copy this. Control C. Go to end. Control V. Enter. Control S to save. And it looks like I should have another update. So it looks like everything's done. I don't know if I want to start rendering this because I, in the past, have been having problems rendering something out. While, although I should be using the MVENC encoder in OBS, so it should be able to render while I am streaming here. And so, I mean, I could attempt it. Let's see, what time is it? It's about time for me to quit anyways, really. And that's actually good. That's actually the kind of the shortest time that I've actually edited, even with even doing the time compress thing, because the time compress thing, the thing I have to do is I have to render it out, even when it's low res and stuff. It still takes a while. It still takes maybe half an hour. I don't know. It still takes a long time to render out, and then to be able to do the voiceover, I have to render it out because I can't really play this in real time. Maybe I can play this in real time though. I keep wondering if even if there's something complex like the speed control, if if it still ends up in real time, even if it like jumps and jerks, because that doesn't really matter. All it matters is that I'm able to play it back and do my voiceover with that. So I don't know. I have to test that out sometime. But it looks like we got another one in the can, so to speak. Um, and all I have to do is render this out and then store it where I'm storing all the other ones. And then we can start working on 9, like on whatever, Saturday, I guess. Or I might just start working on 9 at night. Maybe I'll do a super secret stream again, maybe. Or maybe not. Or maybe I'll just start editing it. I gotta get caught up here sometime, though. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have that many clips when on the newer ones. Newer ones are only going to show me some progress. It's going to show progress basically. So yeah, it's going to show progress. Anyways, so yeah, so I guess what I'll do is I wonder if I should just go ahead and stop the stream now and then go ahead and start my render. That probably makes the most sense, I think. And so, yeah. So, I want to thank you for watching and or listening so far. If you have been doing that, I want to thank you for that. and tomorrow we'll start some more plot stuff. Like I said, I didn't get much done yesterday, but I still got I got somewhat of a forward momentum for Zanzibar. I think I still have to work him out though. His his backstory. I was still trying to figure out like a kind of subplot, like his own personal goal or something. Um, what would be? I guess I'll still think about that. That's for tomorrow though, not for tonight. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do, and then tomorrow I'll in earnest start on uh I'll start reworking Zanzibar's story tomorrow and see if I can't get his stuff into the plot outline because I still have, let's see, um I still have to work him in, and I still have to rework Red and Kurt Wolf. I have to rework their stories back in there, which means modifying Kurt's, which means actually coming up with the original, his original like kind of plot outline, his story arc, basically. And again, it's kind of harder for me to do the villains this ways, but coming up with a proper subplot for those villains. I don't know. Maybe they don't need a subplot. We got so many plots going on, anyways. Maybe, um, yeah, I'm not sure. And I still have to work. Actually still have to work the Count's subplot. Uh, I still have to work some of their deals in. I actually got a Hubert subplot kind of. It's worked out fine. Hubert's main deal is to get the Enchanted Lands back on a paying basis and to kind of basically to restore everything. And then of course the subplot is his little uh, problem with Violet, who stole half of his magic, and he has to get it back. And so those are his. It's like his little personal deal, and then we have the main one. And the Count subplot, which was going to factor in, um, is to help him find a mate. And in the plot outline, I almost kind of started neglecting these because they weren't supporting the main story about helping Enchanted Lands. But to kind of give it a little bit more depth and for what it is, you know. Anyways, all right. I'll actually have to. Let me see something here. Let's go ahead and play it for a quick sec. John finally did come into the store. Uh, John finally did come in the store. Bought his wonky bar and left. And then opened it as he was walking away. Hubert then returned to Enchanted Lands. Okay. Now there's a thing in here, and one of the John then relates all of the events. Okay. Yeah, I also wonder if I shouldn't maybe wait to render this and actually put some sort of video overlay kind of explaining what's going on. I mean, I could do an audio one too, for that matter, but so like just like doing some basic text overlay that that last the whole um yeah, that just kind of when I change options here I'm writing story, there I'm writing story. um I don't even know what part I am here. Apparently I finished off all the notes, and right now I'm actually coming up with stuff like I'm redoing the I'm not copying off of the notes anymore. I'm actually redoing the perfect candidate. At least I don't think I'm actually looking on paper, am I? I'm just coming up with stuff, right? I was looking over the over at the side.
He got there when he came to.
Maybe that's what I'm doing. Maybe I'm actually still typing in notes.
Just thought was a beautiful woman. Hubert realized
Now
she was the.
it would be the opposite. So if I am looking at my right, then it's going to show as left, right?
I don't know if I do Burnance with Anthony Burnance. Maybe that's what it is.
I am pointing to the left on the screen. So you're seeing on the screen, you're seeing left.
To make a speech.
And I'm actually pointing right. So when I am looking to my left,
devises his way in
to my left,
and I know this isn't
it's actually pointing to the right.
Or good writing or whatever, but that doesn't really matter because I'm not writing a book, and we'll straighten things out as I write them for the actual game. So at this point, there are two ways.
No, this is where I was trying to start my narrative. This was the first pass at an original narrative first. So I'm not actually looking on. I don't think I'm looking at my notes at this point. I think I'm just looking at the screen.
Spoiler here because I'm not stopping you from. Here, let's put a space after it. I'm not trying to stop you who are listening to this from knowing what the solution is.
Anyways, okay, so
John,
do you think I should do some text maybe? What time is it? 4 or 5? I'm still gonna quit anyways, I think. Either maybe I won't do a render just yet. I'm gonna maybe put some text over this, and I might do it while I'm offline. So, okay, so I'm on the webcam. Just wait. Oh, I don't have a hotkey for thank you. Anyways, I just want to say, oh, no wonder it's looking a little bit dark. If it's looking a little bit dark to you, it's because here, I just moved the thing over the front of the screen here, so you'll be able to see this. No, you won't. No, you won't. It's webcam. And it actually doesn't look that dark here, but it is dark. It is darker. Why? Because I forgot to turn my other lamp back on. So, I mean, that's alright. Whatever. It doesn't really hurt anything. Anyways, I want to say thanks for watching and or listening so far. And I'll stop posting so much when I start getting a few more people watching. Because if I don't post the links, nobody watches it. And nobody cares about this enough to do it, or to like notifications and stuff. I'm not gonna really ask people to
do the notifications. I don't usually do the notifications myself. I just go on and I make sure to keep up with whomever I'm looking at or liking, and that's usually enough. I don't usually need notifications. Occasionally, I have some notifications depending on who it is, but but I don't think I'll get people watching until. I actually don't think it will start accumulating until I start being able to put my updates, upload my updates. I can upload them right now, but I'm not caught up. So that means that there'll be a gap, and I don't want there to be any gaps. So I have to be caught up first, and then I have to make sure that I'm able to get the current one I'm working on done on the edit day. In fact, it might even be a little bit. It won't be that much harder, but it might be more footage. It once I start doing them just once a week, and so I figured 2 or 3 months is when I'd be doing the twice a week thing, and then I'd do it to once a week after that for another 3 months, and then I'd be doing it once every 2 weeks after that. So if you're thinking in terms of weekends, there's or in days, that's 8 days per month, and that's 3 months, so that's 24 days. So that means there's 24 updates. When I get to 24 updates, um, then I start doing a day less editing. In other words, on Saturdays, I'll be editing for like a whole week. But hopefully by that time, I'm all caught up and it won't be too much of a problem. But I'm almost, I mean, we're almost there to, um, actually, let me, no, I'm just gonna exit. Anyways, yeah, I'm almost getting to the point of where I have enough, that is about 3 months worth of 2 times a weeks, and then I'll go to 1 times a week, and then 1 times every 4 week, every 2 weeks, and that means there'll be a lot more game stuff. So I'll be streaming in a couple of weeks. In a few weeks, I'll be streaming. I'll be doing a dev stream on Wednesdays, and only having a edit day on Saturdays, and then only every other Saturday after that. Anyways, thanks, and I guess I'll see you later. Thank you for watching.